tell me, how has your journey been for you both?
I mean, the journey has been crazy. Everyone who's gone through medicine or whatever like knows that it's a really tough journey. But for me specifically, like I was born in Mexico in this small community there, and when I was 2 years old, my parents brought me to the United States, looking for more opportunities and just a better life than what we had over there. And so, like growing up, I worked in the agricultural fields, like the picture back there, and worked out, learned how to work at a very young age. My parents, like pretty much like when I was like 4 or 5 years old, they started teaching me how to like pick fruits and stuff like that. And then always contributed to the family. That was always really important, whether it was through physical work or also like we would go around gathering cans to recycle. And then eventually, I went through, grew up and then like at one point I decided I want to go to medical school. And I always knew this was like really, really crazy, like a crazy idea. Never ever seen anyone in my family or anyone in my community ever do it. And I always thought it was like a really stupid idea. And I was like, it's not gonna happen, but I went for it and, just tried to give it my all. And, here I am.
Here you are. Oh my goodness. Like, what obstacles did you face in the midst of getting where you are?
Yeah, so being undocumented, like, you really, like, there's so many barriers that come along with that. For example, like, even just going to college, like, I didn't even think that was possible because people mostly rely on, like, financial aid. And, like, as someone who's undocumented, we're excluded from that. And so, like, we can't really get loans and stuff like that. And then you get to medical school, and that costs, like, $100,000 a year. And it's like, there's no way, like, you can't do that without, you can do that without, like, student loans and stuff. And, like, being someone from my background, like, that's already, like, we don't even qualify for that. So there was that obstacle that was really big.
And you've overcome them all. And what has it been like for you?
It's also been a tough journey. I mean, growing up in South Central LA, not too far from here, in my community, it's not really common to go to college, unfortunately. Like, I don't think I ever met anyone that went to college. And when I was in high school, teachers would tell me like about this college thing, and to me it was like a myth. Like, I never knew what that meant, applying to college and stuff like that. But, I thought after high school I was just gonna work and help my family out, because that's what everyone did. I mean, I think, I just didn't know what after high school was gonna look like. But, once a teacher told me about college, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna apply and I'm gonna give this a shot. Luckily got accepted. My family didn't know what that meant. Everybody was like, what are you doing, man? Like, you gotta work. You gotta help your mom out. Like, you have 3 younger brothers. People in my community were like, what does that mean? And I was like, you know what? Well, I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna go to school and I'm gonna work, and I'm gonna just take it semester by semester and see how this goes. But
look how far you've come. What made you guys want to share it on social media?
We started, well, I think Irving can kind of share like how the whole story, like sharing, posting us. And
Yeah, so like we had this conversation where we're like literally just like talking about how like, the power of us literally just existing, and like how awesome that would have been for us like growing up to like see that. And we like started talking about like kind of like the power of social media. We're like, dude, like literally like imagine us like literally just taking a picture of ourselves in our white coat, like just like even without saying anything, like just the fact that we're here doing this and like we come from where we come from and all that stuff, like it's so powerful.
Yep.
And so we're just like, you know what, like the future right now.
It is. It is.
The influence that like social media has, it's insane. We've reached millions of people, and like like we were mainly just like we just did it so that like maybe like there's 1, 2 people, whatever, who's out there who will feel like inspired by our story, really really touched by it, and like push them to like do whatever they want to do. And then like everything, like we didn't expect it to blow up the way it did, but like it did, and so we're really really like grateful for that.
Yes. I mean, it's the example you're setting. So what are some of the things you see in the comments, like from people that are inspired by you? Like that maybe you're surprised by, like, wow, to see your impact that you're having and making,
Yeah, of course. I mean, we've seen a lot of like great comments, thankfully. Mixed responses, of course, but like what keeps us going are those positive comments. Like Irvin said, we really started this with like inspiring someone from Shelton, Washington, like where he's from, or from South Central where I'm from. But, you know, really we hope to just touch anyone in these disadvantaged communities, underserved communities. And thankfully it has been that way. We've gotten messages from people all over the country like, you know, thanks to you, I'm pre-med now because I can know I can do it. Thanks to you, I went back to nursing school. Thanks to you, I'm going to law school. And just seeing that, like, makes this all worth it. Like, knowing that we have motivated and inspired someone to just pursue further education is literally, like, we just didn't imagine it, but it feels so great. And it's, like, the reason why we're doing it. So, honestly, that's what keeps us going.
Right, and the lives you're gonna save, being the doctors that you are, you make it such a huge difference. You both have amazing futures ahead, you know? So keep doing what you're doing, because you're even inspiring all of us, right, guys? If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.